Hey folks, Bill here again, Garage Talk Plaza. We've been getting a lot of calls and people are calling in saying, what's the plan for, let me get some coffee here first, get my coffee going. So, what's the plan for the Middle East, they've been asking me. So I had to refamiliarize myself with the geometry of the place over there. I had to look at some maps and everything. So I figured the best thing that we could do is get Big Earl involved. But once you get Big Earl involved, you have to get the Air Force because they're the only place that has the planes. They can bring the dozer over there because they have to disassemble and assemble the dozer, and they need a bunch of those C-83 airplanes or something, those big things, So they have to first of all, they have to take the blade off. Then they have to cut the blade with oxygen acetylene and then re-weld it together once they get over there because the entire blade will not fit on the plane. So then I have to talk to Big Earl, see if he's willing to do it. He's pretty much willing to do anything as long as he gets the old dinero, So we devised a plan. So everybody's been talking about this Gaza Strip. Everybody's all been out of shape about that. So me and Earl devised a plan that if he could get the dozer over there, he can enlarge it from the Gaza Strip to the Gaza Gap. So he's going to start dozing. As everybody knows, Israel's a little teeny tiny country, and Syria's next to it, and Lebanon's there, and Cyprus is there, and Jordan is there. So I said, first thing is get the Jordan people involved because they make those delicious Jordan almonds. So we'll start passing those out to everybody. Take it down a little bit, take it down a couple degrees. And then Cyprus has all those gardens over there, so they could start supplying produce to the people. And take it down a notch, take it down a notch. And then he's going to start dozing. So he's going to start dozing, and he's going to bring some Germans in. So he's going to start scheisen in der Hosen, diddly dozen dozen. So they're going to be doing a lot of scheisen in der Hosen, diddly dozen dozen. So they're going to be dozing a new area there called the Gaza Gap, and then they're going to push the Gaza Gap out into the Mediterranean Sea, and they're going to move that whole area that way, expanding the state of Israel and including the Gaza Gap now, push that out to the Mediterranean, and everybody have a little bit more room to move, not so many rats in the cage, taking it down a notch, taking it down a notch. So that's the plan as it stands, but we're still waiting for them to disassemble the dozer and get it over there. And even just physically getting Big Earl over there, he's got to have one of those C-78 planes for himself because he's so big. Remember, Big Earl is about 9 foot tall and weighs like, I think the last time he weighed, he was like 585, so he's a big guy. Just moving the seat of the dozer alone takes like 6 full-grown men just to get the seat off the dozer and into one of those planes. So this is no easy lift, so to speak. But in the meantime, we're contacting all the countries in the area, Turkey, and they got the Pontiac Mountains over there in Turkey, and the Taurus Mountains. So there's a lot of car mountains that are over there in Turkey. So, and then Syria, they're kind of, Assad and all that. Nobody really likes the guy. And then you got the Tigris River, the Euphrates River, and Greece just is good for just greasing things up, so you can just taking it down a notch, taking it down a notch. So, keep those cards and letters coming. We're working on a peace agreement now as we speak. The dozer's getting taken apart now and will be reassembled, disassembled, and assembled over there. That's a whole other thing because then it has to be reassembled, disassembled, and then reassembled to bring it back over here. And everybody knows everybody over there. I used to work in a foreign car shop, Glen Foreign Cars, and the motto in this shop was no guarantee on foreign cars. So that's the same thing that's going to happen over there. That's a Caterpillar is foreign to them, so no guarantees on foreign cars if that thing's even going to get put together right. You know, I mean, you're talking about those big cat motors, the compression ratios 22, 23 to 1. Are they even going to have enough fuel over there to run that? Because that thing drinks like, I think, 50, 60 gallons an hour of fuel just to run that thing. So, you know, and Israel's not really noted as a big oil producer. You know, they're a big borscht producer, but as far as oil, I don't know. So, you know, and so we're going to see what happens, but we have the Borscht Belt here. That's up in the Poconos, and they're going to have the Borscht Belt and the Gaza Gap over there. So it looks promising. So we got our fingers crossed. So everybody keep, you know, send some donations in to 1-800-GARAGE-TALK, and we have a load, tons and all the vermiculite that I can get out of Intercourse, Pennsylvania, is being airlifted into the area. So that's going to take it down a notch. Take it down a notch. So everybody just keep a cool head over there. Biden's going to give a talk today out of the Oval Office. I think it's in the Oval Office, so he's going to talk about it. And then somebody went from Prime Minister from England went over there, and they got a lot of people going over there, but I think the answer to this is not through negotiation, but it's through action, and that's what we get Big Earl over there for. So remember, folks, keep those cards and letters coming, and take it down a notch. Take it down a notch.